Hey guys, this is Keirani or Kasumi or Sonia, however you want to call me, because I literally have infinite names. So pick whichever one you know me best by, I will accept it. I know you're talking to me. What we're here to talk about is what we've been trying to invite people to do for the last few years now. Unfortunately, we had a lot of doubt in ourselves, so we had to kind of work through it. But here we are today, guys, and I'm so excited to share what we have with you. Now, up here on our screen, we have Twitch. This is for gamers. This is for people who do art. This is one of the many streaming platforms that are available to all of us right now. And up here, we're getting a view of Little Janishi's live stream. He's been working his butt off. He has been streaming like crazy, and I'm so proud of him. But we need to talk about how we're going to make this a viable future for everybody. Now, there's a whole table of issues that we have to deal with, and this is not the video to talk about what those are. This is the video to talk to you about if you want to be a Twitch affiliate streamer, or if you want to just be a streamer in general, how this can actually become a side fun project. Now, you have people like Boogie and all these other people who we're going to have to deal with a problem that they're currently having, which is the fact that they have to constantly dish out just enough, or else they're totally in a really tight financial situation. What we have is a solution to all these problems. So when it comes to basic income, we will get into that one a little bit later. But up here, Twitch, check it out, guys. Okay, so if you have your own Twitch channel, you have the option to have people subscribe, but you also, with subscription is a $4.99 type of deal, or if you can change it to higher, you can set up your channel so you have personalized emotes. And it's kind of cute if you think about it in the way that once upon a time you used to have to pitch yourself to the network to get what, you know, to advance what you wanted to do. Right now, we're under siege, where which was a open system is now being bought by the people who own those previous networks. So they're starting to fine tune it based upon their already functioning system, which can be a good thing. It doesn't have to be a bad thing. It can be a very good thing, especially when you're dealing with kids content and child appropriate things, seeing how our internet has been turning out. But what's really cool, and you can see he just got a hosted view, and he's got a little notification that popped up. You can literally set up your stream to be so customizable, so about you, that it's amazing. It's absolutely amazing that you probably want to be investing more time learning how to program, learning how to do visual arts and animation and all these things. The future is filled with infinite potential, especially with VR giving us an opportunity to create literally our own worlds. It's pretty cool. But the big problem that we are having is that how do you make this a viable income? How do you make this something that you can pay the bills with? How? Well, this is where we're proposing the idea of a basic income. We will get to how that's possible in another video, like I mentioned. But for Twitch, right now, this should be about you having fun, not about making money. If you're doing it to make money, you're going to be sorely disappointed, because you're only probably going to make, once you get sponsored, like $1 maybe a day, and that's you streaming all day. So how do you deal with that? I don't want to say lack, because you're not lacking. I mean, in this case, you know, she's got almost like 563 followers. He's doing really well for himself. I'm really proud of how far he's come in just such a short time. So again, why we're using his channel as our example for this video. You have the option to set up bots for greets and stuff like that. You can see he's got his own little display that changes, creating his mission, his content quality. You know, he's just, I'm going to go through different people's setups in different videos, and we'll kind of get to that. But what we're going to swap over to now is the dashboard. In the dashboard, you're going to actually have a list of goals available to you to get to being a Twitch affiliate, which is awesome. So let's see. Stream for up to 12 unique days in the last 30 days, reach 50 followers, reach average of 3 viewers. So most of these are achievable by working together. Biggest problem that we have is that people want to do this whenever they want to do that, and that is perfectly fine. I know for me, I was very anxious even just starting this process. I still am anxious starting this process, which is why I prefer YouTube videos over being live streamed. because of my really, really bad social anxiety. I'm not so worried when I know you're going to be watching this video in the future. I do, however, get horribly anxious when I know people are watching me right at that moment. So this is where I think I'm going to be sticking to making videos, and I'm going to be more of a supporter for streams with the occasional stream from me. So as you can see, I've got a lot of other people that we are following. Let's follow Destiny. Yes. Now for his channel, he's got a completely different layout. He's got his cam over here. He's got his chat showing up in here. He's watching YouTube videos of Yoko Ono in the museum. That's pretty cool. As you can tell, he's got a crazy large audience of like 3,646. There's a lot of people who have extremely large audiences on here. Like, it's ridiculous. It's kind of nice too, because it's all about friendship. A lot of times where it's like, I want to hang out with this guy, like this is somebody that I want to hang out with and spend time with. So, you know, a lot of times we'll get friends who will pop into a channel and then pop out and then pop back in, then pop back out. Let's go check out Redneck Style. Yeah, he has been a wonderful supporter to so many people in the Twitch streaming community. Like, he has a group that's dedicated. Oh, advertisement. Yeah, well, that's again advertisement. And his setup is very simple, just his little webcam at the bottom and just him playing, I believe he's playing Fortnite. I think he's playing Fortnite. Yes, he's playing Fortnite. Okay, so as you can see, he's got average 15 right now while he's streaming. And it's pretty awesome because, again, you don't have to go all elaborate. It's where having those skills is going to be an asset to what you're doing, but you don't necessarily have to do it. So another person we're going to look at is going to be Angel of the Night. There we go. Now he's doing specifically Pokemon and a few other types of games. But we'll watch some previous videos first. I know he's been extremely busy and it's been really difficult to get the time to stream and all that stuff. But you can tell just by the overlays here that he has a bunch of different layouts for what he's doing. So if he's doing like streams and cups, he'll have this layout. Just tournaments and different things like that. He'll have completely different layouts for each and every specific stream. So this is how customizable this whole adventure is. It's basically like your imagination paints your canvas. Now, again, having these skills, how do we get the skills to do these things? Well, you're going to have to learn. And there's a lot of people out there who offer tutorials either on YouTube or you can take different courses on this wonderful website. This is one of many examples of websites that you can sign up for a class, and instead of it being $400 or $200, you know, you can get it on sale sometimes for $15. So we have a lot of solutions to a lot of these systematic problems that we have. We just kind of need to have a little bit more attention brought to what these things are so we can bring this all home. If we all supported each other, we're going to get to where we need to go. Right now, the system is basically still out of the feudal era where it was like very few owned the majority and employed everybody else. So that's why we're still having this issue with inflation and people taking advantage of that. Now, I was thinking maybe signing up for subscribing, but I'm gonna have to wait till I have enough financial stability to be able to afford that on a month-to-month basis. But for now, what you can do is if you're not in a huge financial comfort bubble like myself, you can opt to take 10% of your earnings. So this is how I really like this system. This is something that they used to use in church. It was tithe 10% of what you have to the church. Now, instead of tithing it to a church, what I would love to do is tithe it to what I feel are causes that benefit the majority. So in this case, you know, I'm looking towards the self-employment opportunity. How do you self-employ? There's a ton of different options for self-employment, which I have already made a few videos with examples on that you guys can check out. I will link them down below or in this video. And you can get a better sense of what I'm talking about when it comes to self-employment opportunities using different websites that are available to us to do these types of things, and how we're going to get to the point that we're going to get to enjoy each other's company even when we're millions of miles away. I know that something that I've connected with most of you on is gaming. We used to hang out. We used to have so much fun just hanging out and playing video games or talking about video games or sitting in art class drawing, you know, art for these games and animes and all this other stuff. So this is like a whole new world, guys. the old world, we didn't have indoor plumbing. We didn't have running water. Could you imagine how far we've had to come to get here? We've got electricity, and we have the potential for infinite energy when it comes to solar and wind and water. Like, there's so much just there for us to transition into. We just have these few people who are like, but I really like the money. If the world is not about money, if it's about enjoying the life you have, we're going to get to a point where people are happy again, because nobody's happy anymore. Everything is miserable, depressing, horrible. News is about making money off of terrible stuff. So instead, what I would love to propose are those of you who will join us on this journey, that we will be supportive of what you are trying to achieve, be you an artist, be you a musician or a filmmaker, an actor, a dancer, whatever it is that makes you, I want to support you on it. And again, going back to Patreon as an example that we have, for me, it's inspiring geeky happiness. For somebody else, it's like, let's go check out KCB's channel. I know she has been incredibly busy, and I'm so proud of everything that she's put together and all these other things, like her comics, and she's just a wonderful free spirit writer who's always so supportive of people and what they're trying to achieve. So, just by offering these types of help in our social network, instead of just promoting these news articles that we don't even know are true or false anymore, then we are providing to society the solutions that we need. So, how to Manna Up? Your views and attention is valuable. The saying, time is money, is unfortunately true, in the sense that we have an infinite amount of it, and what we do with it determines the future. You may be thinking, you're crazy, we don't have that kind of power, to which we respond, yes, you do. Let me explain. Views matter. Every one of us has an equal power of perception. We find things we love, we share them, friends view them, and if they like it, maybe our friends share it, and so on and so forth, times the amount of views. So word of mouth has always been the number one form of promotion. Unfortunately, censorship and money have attacked the honest internet. I had this issue earlier with bots. I get more tweets and views from bots now that the internet's been censored than I do from actual people, unless I'm tagging or talking directly to people. So these issues need to be addressed, especially since I'm working with kid stuff. I cannot have adult content bots retweeting all my things and following my child viewers. Oh God, that's a whole other issue on itself. But we're going to talk about every single one of these issues because that's my job. I don't get paid for this yet. I'm hoping that maybe someday I will, but even in my off time, my focus is always just to kind of keep the world stable. I don't want to get paid for this. I just want to have a world that we can go out fishing or boating or doing some fun stuff, not having to worry about craziness. All right, guys, thank you for tuning in. And if you have any questions or want to know anything specific, we are here for you, and you are free to ask us anytime, any place. Just send us a message. All of our links down below. You can get in contact us in every one of those places. So we'll talk to you soon. Much love. Bye.